Okay, good morning, everybody. We are getting ready to go out for our early walk. It is 6:30 in the morning. We're going to talk today about how do we get 10,000 steps easy every day. The Mayo Clinic says that the average American gets 3 to 4,000 steps, and I know we've seen from the fitness trackers we all want to try to get to 10,000. For the average person, that's 4 to 5 miles a day. It can be kind of daunting. There's a lot going on every day in your life that's going to kind of stop you from getting there. Kids, pets, appointments, work. So we're going to talk about today how do we change that and set that mindset differently, right? So it's bright and early. I get up early. I try to get out and I try to do, about 2 miles every morning to start the day. It's going to really get me going, get me set up. It's going to get me almost 4,000 steps. So it's going to put me in that really good position to help make up a lot of that deficit that the average American has every day. So I'm pretty excited to get out there and do that. For me, when I go out, you can see I'm heading out in the rain. So be it. You deal with it. You get a little bit wet. You kind of you get home, change your shoes, change your socks. You're good to go. But it really puts me in a great mindset and gets the day going. Plus sets me up to, win later on in the day. During the day today, we'll also go out for a walk with the dogs. I'll get a little bit of a walk between some conference calls at work. So there's a lot of different ways you can get out there and do it. But I'll show you by 5 o'clock, we'll easily have our 10,000 steps in. It's going to be an awesome day. I'll show you guys some stuff along the journey as we go on. The other thing you'll probably see on here is I do have a vest I like to wear. This is a 20-pound vest. As I've gotten along walking more, it's harder for me to get my heart rate up. So what I try to do is just add a little bit of extra weight in to kind of challenge myself a little bit. Not something I would recommend right away, but as you get along in your journey, it could be something that could be very helpful for you. And again, it's just a lot of fun, right? We talk about how do we get, you hear me say that a lot. I don't know if you guys think working out is fun. I do. I really enjoy it a lot. And you'll hear me talk about it being fun a lot. But the challenge is how do you go out and challenge yourself and do this every day? If you can do this to start the day, again, you set yourself, I'll be in my house by 7:15, and literally I will have my day, halfway done of where I need to get my 10,000 steps in every day. I haven't missed 10,000 steps, I know, in all of June. I think I hit every single day in May. Very rarely will I miss 10,000 steps in a day, but it's having a plan, going out there, having a great attitude, again, being excited to get out there and do it. So share some more video along the journey. See you all soon. All right, so we're out for our morning walk. Nice day. Like I said, you want to try to find some hills if you can. So we're going up a hill that's pretty good here. We have another one in just a minute. Have the 20-pound vest on. You'll see it's kind of crappy weather out today. It doesn't really stop me from walking. What I try to do is, obviously, look, we're going to get wet sometimes. The weather's not always going to be perfect. The benefit of this is it's not too hot. It's early in the day. Not a lot of traffic. So what I'm able to do is, again, get about half of the deficit that most Americans have during the day before 7 a.m. One of the things that's great with that, too, is if you're able to get the walk in early, it kicks out your metabolism, right? You're starting the day, getting your body active, moving, which is always great. If you can find a way to get a workout in early in the morning, it's going to translate to the rest of your day. Right now, when I go have breakfast, I'll actually be using fuel to get my body going because I've already actually got the engine going. So if you can start out the day with a nice walk, even a good workout in the morning, whatever works best for you. Always good to do early. And again, it's not 7 o'clock yet. By the time I pull into the house, I will have 3,800 steps. And now the rest of the day will be pretty easy. I'll talk a little bit later around some other simple activities you can do every day to help continue to drive that 10,000 steps. So for me, he lost his leg about 6 months ago, and it was great motivation for me to keep moving. This little guy, a day later, was out walking around, happy as could be, still the happiest dog in the world. So anytime you're not feeling great, you're feeling not motivated, I look down at this little guy and see that with 3 legs, he's still the happiest little fella ever and loves to get out and keep moving. So it keeps me motivated, keeps me moving. All right, so it's now 10:30. Got about 6,000 steps in for the day after walking the dog and taking my 30-minute walk this morning. Told you we'd have our 10,000 steps in well before 5 o'clock. So right now we're getting ready to do a little quick 15-minute walk. Had our conference calls this morning. Got some work in, got the email. So now what I like to do is just take a quick break, grab a quick 15-minute walk. It's It's gonna set us up for the rest of the day. It's gonna get me about another 1,800 steps. So when I get done, I'll have like 7,800. Again, as I'm walking around the house, making lunch, you know, going up and down the stairs, as I'm doing some work from home like a lot of us are doing now, you'll add some more steps in. At lunchtime, I'll grab another quick 15-minute walk, and you'll see by about 12:30 we should have our 10,000 steps in. So we talked about our easy 10,000 step day. Look forward to seeing you at lunchtime. All right, it's 12:30, and as you can see, we've got 10,000 steps in, so we've already hit our step goal to start the day. You know, pretty easy day. We talked about how it was going to be an easy 10,000 step day. So how did I do it by 12:30? Very simple. Get up early in the morning, get out for that first 30-minute walk, which was great. You know, again, you get that first 4,000 steps. You saw we took the dog out for a walk. That's another quick 1,000 steps. Did that, my 10:30 break, I took 15 minutes. I did about a mile walking around the block. Then I had my lunch break. Same thing, I went out and I got out and walked. It was about 2,000 steps to finish up the day. So as you see right there, right, you know, we've gotten 4,000, another 4,000 or 5,000. So that other 1,000 steps was just walking around the house, making breakfast, you know, going up and down stairs. Easy to find. Now I'm set up for a great day today because now I can shoot to do 20,000 steps, which is not daunting anymore. I got to do another 10,000. I'll probably do another walk sometime around 3 o'clock if it's not raining too hard, and then tonight we'll get out and do 3 or 4 miles walking around the neighborhood, or if it's raining really heavy, we'll jump on the treadmill for a little bit. But what's really, what I want to show you was possible is if you do get out early and you have a plan, by noontime every day you can have your 10,000 steps in. You know, I've got 4.5 miles in, I feel great, I'm fresh, the rest of the day is still in front of me, and if I get tied up and something else happens, it's not a problem because I've actually hit my goals for my workout. I'm set to go. So you know, stick with it, have a plan, get out early, get those walks in. You'll find after, you know, a couple of weeks of doing this and you get into your rhythm, all of a sudden you look up and every day before dinner time you've got your 10,000 steps in, you feel great. Then you get that workout in afterwards, that's where you kick it into that extra gear and you absolutely crush it. Thanks.